share a little bit about It Works with You, and then we're going to talk to Dr. Don about that crazy wrap thing. You know, this company found that crazy wrap. This was in January of 2001 when Mark and I came together, started building It Works Global. This was 15 years ago when you think about it. 15 years ago we've had that crazy wrap thing. We're now open in 20 countries. We just launched Italy a little, like the first of this month, just a couple of weeks ago. So we're thrilled to welcome Italy. We've had several meetings there in just the past 2 weeks. But let's talk about today. Let's talk about what's happening with It Works Global today. You know, we discovered that wrap. We started getting out into the marketplace and wrapping people one-on-one. That's how we started building our company. And then as the years progressed, of course, we all know about social media, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. We know Periscope. We see a lot of you on that. And so we've learned other ways to market this crazy wrap, but it's still marketed through word of mouth. It is still a product virtually unheard of. And what makes it so special is that it's unique. It's unique in the way that we apply it. It's unique in the way that it absolutely works. You know, it's never failed me. I continue to see pictures daily from those customers that try it, also from our distributors that try it. You know, when we discovered the product, there were multiple ways that we could have marketed it, but we chose direct sales. And one of the reasons for that is this is such a unique product. It is a first-to-market product. It's a product that is easily demonstrated. And, you know, when I first started going out, hosting wrap parties and then attending wrap parties, and of course we had trade shows, one-on-one meetings at coffee shops, you know, we would simply take it out, unfold it, and apply it. And within 45 minutes, we would have results. You know, I travel all over the world. We'll speak to anywhere from 15 people to 1,500 to coming up on 20,000 in just a few short weeks in Tampa when we have our one conference. And I'll always ask this question: how many of you got results the first time? And typically, 85 to 90% of the room stands up. First-time results within that 45 minutes. And then a handful will stand up stating that they need to try it again. A few saying 3, and then even less saying 4. So we know that the results will happen as long as you continue to try the product. We give you a box of 4. We find that 1 is a treat, 4 is a treatment. And you apply the product, you leave it on for 45 minutes, you wait 72 hours and apply it again, wait 72 hours and apply it again, and then wait 72 hours and apply it again. And we suggest that you apply it in the same area when you first get started, just like I did in my abdomen area. And I had the opportunity many, many years ago to be introduced to a gentleman that came to our company through a vitamin. We were looking for a vitamin, and we wanted the best vitamin that we could possibly either find or formulate. And this doctor had helped with this formulation. He had brought it to a company that we ended up purchasing. And with that product came Dr. Don Verhult. So Dr. Don, welcome tonight.
Thank you, Pam. It's great to be here.
It's so nice to have you on. You know, we talk a lot about the wraps. There's a lot of products that we've brought on board. We have close to 30 different products now with It Works over the last 15 years. But still, this product, that crazy wrap, is always the show stealer. Can you talk about that first time that you tried it and what you were thinking?
I sure can, Pam. You know, I was trained in dermatology by the former Department of Dermatology chairman at the University of Michigan Medical School, and I thought I knew a great deal about dermatology, and I guess I did. And when I first heard about that crazy wrap thing, people getting results in as little as 45 minutes and then progressively over 72 hours, I just did not get it. Say I was highly skeptical would be putting it mildly. I just really didn't believe it. and I was kind of disappointed that that was the main product of the company because I so much wanted to work with you guys. And then you and Krista, the product coach, took me in the back room, and we did an abdominal wrap. I did it, and that's what was a game changer for me because I saw immediate results. And then I had a bigger question, how does it work? And what I've learned about the product is that really all you need to know about the wrap and to be successful, really, and it works, is that it tightens, tones, and firms. And it's very simple. It's a simple product. That's all it does. But that's not a simple thing to do, as you know, especially when people get a little older. Tightening, toning, and firming is not all that easy. And when you have a product that can give immediate results and certainly works progressively over the 72 hours, and the reason we say over 72 hours is because it takes 72 hours for some of the ingredients to reach the deeper layers of the skin and do what it does. And I'm very careful to let people know they don't have to learn all about the wrap and how it works. And when someone asks you how it works, what they really mean is it safe? And will it work for me? And there's no better way to find that out than to put the wrap on people. So that's what I really recommend. Don't get into all detail. Now there's a mountain of science behind it. I've studied it in depth, and there's far more than we could even have time to begin to talk about the headlines on this phone call. But it's important to not make claims on the wrap because we don't want it turned into a pharmaceutical and have it cost 10 times as much. But we can say that research on the ingredients in the wrap has shown to support the body's ability to do certain things that are healthy for your skin. That's what I like about the product. It works with your physiology the way normal skin works. And one thing skin wants to do is get the excess fat out. It's a normal thing your body tries to do. And certain nutrients help do that. It's, in physiology, we call it lipolysis or triglyceride hydrolysis. So there are certain ingredients that help in that area. There's other ones that help in the blood flow, nutrient delivery to the skin and subdermal tissues for improved microcirculation. And those ingredients support the body's ability to get better nutrients, improve microcirculation, delivery of nutrients, and remove waste. And then finally, there's other ingredients that help in tissue regeneration. The skin renews and remakes itself every 28 to 45 days. And it takes a lot of nutrients to do that. And certain herbs, all botanical, plant-based herbs that are in the wrap, support the body's ability to do that. But the bottom line is, all you really need to know is that it tightens, tones, and firms, and you start using it, and then every 72 hours, every 3 days, you can use it again, not because it would be dangerous at all to use it every day, but it takes that long for the product to work. So you get another 100% efficiency when you wait for that 72 hours. Now, very similar to the wrap is the defining gel, which we use daily, and very similar ingredients, and physiologically works very similarly in your body, but it's designed for daily use. In fact, it's the first thing I put on after a shower every day. The very first thing that goes on is my defining gel. I love it. It's like a mini wrap, if you will, and it supports the benefit of the wrap every 72 hours. So that's the really basics on how the wrap works, but don't wait to try to figure it out. Start wrapping. Here, see that wraps the most people win. That crazy wrap thing that was my least favorite product has become my most favorite because it gets such great results, and that gets people's attention and helps people to get healthier on the outside so they can look younger. And then we get their attention and we teach them about what I'm really passionate about, getting healthier on the inside so that you can live longer. So, Pam, that was my introduction to the wrap, and I love it more now than I did in the beginning.
Oh, Dr. Don, thank you so much. And I'd love to talk about one more product. You are passionate about this product. We have it in our It Works system, which we introduced at the first of the year, which includes the Boxer Wrap and also includes the ThermoFit. and our greens. So could you talk a little bit about greens?
Absolutely. Greens is a very unique product. It's loaded with nutrients, vitamins, and minerals, and alkalizing, especially minerals and alkalizing ingredients. I would say the main function of greens, although there's so many, just basically supports your immune system, keeps you healthy and strong against all kinds of sickness and disease and infections. But I would say in its ability to help keep the body alkaline. An alkaline body is a setup for health. It's a body that resists sickness and disease, whether it's from the outside, like infection, a virus, a fungus, bacteria, a parasite, or even an internal thing like a cancer. The body, when it's in an alkaline state, can fight these things and fight free radical damage, which causes aging. Well, green specifically is designed that body in an alkaline state. And what causes the opposite of that, which is an acidic state, is the pollutants in the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, too much sugar and fat, junk foods, and even stress can acidify your body. So the average person out there really needs to combat those things. And one of the best ways to do it is with greens. And we also have the greens fortified with, I think, the greatest probiotic out there. It's a lactobacillus spore form, actually, and that means it's inactive until it gets in your body and becomes activated where it needs to be. And that supports the growth of healthy bacteria, really good bacteria, which is very important. You're exposed to pathogenic bad bacteria, disease-causing bacteria and fungus and parasite all the time. And I think the greatest determinant of whether you get sick or not is if you have the good bacteria on board, then that good bacteria holds its place in your body. It won't give place to the bad bacteria. But when you disrupt the good bacteria with antibiotics, or if you've eaten a lot of meat, which are loaded with antibiotics, and stress and other things can disrupt the flora in your body, and then you're more likely to get sickness and disease. So that's because it's in a spore form, inactive state. It's not sensitive to light or temperature. You don't have to keep it refrigerated, but it's right in your greens every day. I put it in my greens. I start my day with a green shake, and you can mix it with water or juice. Or my little daughter, just ever since she was 3 years old, she'd take it right off the tablespoon. She loves her greens to this day. She likes the citrus, which was the original flavor. We also have berry flavor. But you're getting a great abundance of vitamins and minerals, multiple servings of fruits and vegetables, along with that support of good bacteria and keeping your body alkaline. So don't miss a day without your 2 scoops of green. And I'd say one of the most important differences in our greens, because I've used greens for years, but you had to take a lot of the greens in to get that kind of power. We've found a way to concentrate it, and the scoop is just like the size of my little finger, the tip of my little finger. It's a tiny little 2 scoops, and we flavored it so it doesn't. Normally greens taste like new mowed lawn smell that you have to put a clothespin on your nose and gag it down, but not with our greens. They actually taste good. If you put them in a smoothie, you don't even know they're in there. So we love the greens, Pam. It's a great addition and certainly a star player for us in the It Works system.
Oh, Dr. Don, thank you so much for being with us tonight. I always learn something new from you, and I love the greens. I take them every day. I wouldn't go a day without them. So thanks for joining in tonight.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, everyone. That's a little bit about our products. You're welcome to go to whoever encouraged you to join us tonight and take a look at their website, and you can see our whole list of products there. And then, you discover this incredible product, that Crazy Wrap, and you add these other products to the product line. And then you're wondering, okay, can I market these? Would I be good at this? And, we've developed 3 really simple steps for you. Steps to help you get started, steps to help you understand the compensation plan that we have put in place for you. And step 1 is join the party. And we'd love to have you join the party with us over the next few hours because last night we introduced the ability for you to join us for $99, and it includes the box of wraps, and each box are 4 wraps. But we're going to give you an additional box on top of that over the next 48 hours. So you've got until the following day to be able to do that. And a part of step 1 is also getting what we call commission qualified, and that is purchasing an amount of products each and every month that you choose to take yourself and or resell. And we also have a loyal customer program, and this program gives you the ability to purchase products at a discount, up to 40% off, and become one of our customers. And in order to do that, we offer you a customer loyal program that we encourage you to purchase at least one item once a month for 3 months, and we'll waive the $50 membership fee for you doing that. I love this program because it encourages us to purchase a product like the greens and continue to take it over the next few months and fall in love with it, just like all of us have. And that is our loyal customer program, which takes us into step 2. And as a distributor that joins the party for $99, you can have the ability to have loyal customers come into your team, and we encourage you to gather 4 within your first 30 days, and you'll receive $120 in free products to do that. You also receive wrap rewards for every 2 customers throughout your career with Networks Global. You'll receive a wrap reward so that you can purchase a box of wraps for as little as $25. And again, there are 4 in those boxes. And then step 3 is let's go Ruby. Ruby is one of our first positions within Networks Global, and we offer you a $500 bonus to go Ruby. And you have 60 days to accomplish that, which is very, very simple. You encourage 3 people to take a look at the opportunity just like you are tonight. They'll try that crazy wrap. They'll fall in love with the greens as well, and they'll want to start to become a distributor with you. And then you'll encourage them to join the party, which is step 1. You'll encourage them to gather 4 loyal customers within their first 30 days so that they get 120 in free product and wrap rewards as well. And then you're going to guide them through going Ruby so that they can also have the opportunity to earn a $500 Ruby bonus. So we just keep repeating those 3 steps throughout our career with Networks and guiding everyone else to do the same. You know, there's all types of ways that we can get out and market the products. I mentioned those earlier. We do wrap parties. We have wrap parties in people's houses. We have them at a coffee shop, just really anywhere that somebody wants to try the wraps. We also have people that love and enjoy getting out and doing trade shows, simple ways like that to go out and introduce the product to different people. But we also today have social media. It has become a big part of who we are. I would say the vast majority of our distributors market the products that way. And so we have our social media adventure on with us tonight, who has just been so instrumental this past year, the year of 2015, and helping us understand the power of using this product, that crazy wrap thing, with social media. So John Eric, welcome.
Hey Pam, and hello Adventure.
Hello. You know, John Eric, when you think about Networks and that crazy wrap, what did you first think when you saw that product?
Okay, so I don't know if I ever actually told you this before, but you know, if somebody told me that they have a recording of me from several years ago saying that that this kind of business is a virus and should be wiped off the planet, because I just hate how it's unthoughtful, and it's been like, I would say, I probably did say some of that stuff. I just hated it so bad. But when I was introduced to the company, through a mutual friend, and I remember meeting you, and I got to meet Mark and Mike, and I got to tour the office. I just was like, wait, this is totally different. It just was, I just didn't like how I saw my friends doing things online. And there could be a different way to do it. And this idea of, hey, we don't need to just be strategic. We actually could help a lot of people. And when I started hearing stories about families who are now get to be together, people who get to start to live their dreams again, and just what it's doing and how many people are being helped, I remember the spot that I fell in love, walking through the office and just seeing people putting their dreams, putting their dreams on a wall, and those dreams getting done. And I thought, man, I could spend the rest of my life helping people like this. And just realized we live at one of the most amazing times. In 2015, some amazing things happened. First of all, more people on the planet have access to the internet than don't. So there's now over 3 billion people that can access the internet. That's the first time it's ever happened. And the number of people that can access with their phone. In fact, while we've been on the call, there's been 7,240 people join Facebook for the first time that have never joined Facebook. 7,240 while you've been on this call. There's now over 2.2 billion people that use social media every day. 12 people every second join social media for the first time, which means 1 million people a day join social media for the first time. It's just the most amazing time to be involved in relationships, and that's what I love, is that social media is not about buttons and technology. It's about accelerating and amplifying relationships, and it can be used to amplify negative things, but it also can be used to amplify and accelerate wonderful, beautiful things like family and dreams, and that's why I fell in love with the company, and then started using the product myself, and actually rapped in front of a bunch of people, and it worked. And I was like, that's an awesome name for a company because it works. And I didn't want people to go because, I can do lots of stuff with computers and make things look, I can do all this Photoshop stuff. So I was like, I'm going to live stream it, and everybody can watch it happen. And we love our greens and take them every day. And so, and I know for me, working, my background is in startups in Silicon Valley, those kind of areas. I mean, you're staying up late, you're taking planes, and I've just been so much healthier this year, and not getting sick, because when you're staying up all night, you're traveling, and I was on 100 flights this year. Normally you'd be sick all the time, but for me, it has been such a blessing into our family's life.
Well, John Aaron, I love what you said. A lot of people, when they think of direct sales, or they're calling it network marketing, they have a negative connotation about it. They have a negative thought about it simply because they were hounded by somebody, either their friends or family. And today's a different world. I mean, we're growing up now being interactive socially through all of these various platforms. We're used to connecting, networking. It's just a common term now. And so there's a gentler, softer, more thoughtful way that we can all feel comfortable marketing products today. And that's really what you've taught us, is being thoughtful. And a lot of people will say, I want to join. We need to get out of debt. We need the extra money. $500 mean everything to us. It would keep us from this or keep us from that. However, they get squeamish in their stomachs when they think about, now I've got to put myself out there. Now, I'm going to let the world know that I'm a part of this. And so how can we, get the courage, get the confidence let go of that fear and get ourselves out on social media and do it right, so we don't feel like we're bugging everybody.
Well, I think that's what is great about, just the vision of yourself and Mike and Mark about, we have to provide the right tools for people. And when we realize how big social media is growing and how much it's growing, that's why we've created different tools and we provide ongoing training and we give you suggestions and ideas. I mean, you and I were just in Canada, and we had we had a breakfast before the breakfast just to talk about what are some new things that we can start to post and give people, because it's not just about being a robot and posting, but it's about telling your story, and it's about being authentic, and it's about being genuine. And what I would say is, if you are trying to make a decision about taking that next step, not just the next step into something like this, but let's say that you're already part of the Ablux family, about taking the next step in your business. And everybody knows what that is, but not all of them have claimed it. Not all of them, some people are hesitant. And it's like this idea, and one of the things that I love that you said that sparked so many thoughts for me this year was about there's a huge difference between posting and asking. This isn't about just running ads on your Facebook profile. This is about you. I wrote this down today. Social media is not about collecting people. It's about connecting with people. So many times we just want followers and we just want to collect people. Instead of that, we want to really connect with people. And strategy is about what I can get people to do for me, but thoughtfulness is about what I can do for other people. When you start to think, you mean I can actually do well by doing good? That's an amazing opportunity. But what happens is we all get stuck in life. And I was at Disney yesterday because that's my kind of second office, and I can work anywhere in the world from my phone, which is just an amazing idea that you can make money from anywhere on your phone. And my favorite Disney story, I would say if there's one thing that I learned during my times at Disney, was the story they told about Walt. And when they were building the park, there was all of these people who were arguing when it was going to open. Because if you've ever started anything in your life, you'll know the famous philosopher Mike Tyson said, everybody has a plan until you get punched in the face. Like, everybody has an idea, and everybody wants it, and you know what? There's going to be something that happens that falls apart. And this is what was happening when they were trying to launch the park. And everybody would argue, when are we going to launch, and when are we going to do this, and whose fault it is, and when. And finally, without telling anybody, Walt went to the printer, and he had all the tickets printed, and he put a date on the tickets, and he walked in the next day, and he put it on the boardroom table, and everybody had nothing to say because he printed the ticket. And now everybody had to stop making excuses. Everybody had to stop blaming somebody else because we had a date and the ticket was printed and we're going to open the park. I think there's some people tonight that need to just print the ticket and just say, okay, this is it. I'm going to print the ticket in my life and do what I'm doing. And there's no better time than, number one, this age of social media that we live in, and number two, like, what? You mean you don't just get a business builder kit, but we're going to double that? It's like giving Jack 4 extra magic beans. That's insane.
When I think about that, I agree. When you post, it's not about posting and posting and posting. I think that's what people are afraid of. Like, what do I post? How do I post? How often do I post? So I just keep, I joined today, and then they just are throwing it out there, throwing it out there, throwing it out there. That's not what we're talking about.
No, not at all. I mean, one of the biggest principles we talk to you about is about like a like. When you like somebody's post, it's like giving them a high five, or it's giving them a hug. And how common and how a lot of those things come. We also try to teach you about Facebook and all these other social media platforms, but we put them in human relational terms. So So leaving a comment is a conversation. Well, if you look at your life, conversations, like people fall in love over conversations. Friendships are started over a conversation. And we really encourage that it's not about advertising, it's about inviting people into this adventure. And so, yeah, it is not about post. In fact, that actually sometimes can have even more of a negative effect. Instead of just, it's more about the quality than the quantity of the post. And it's about, I was thinking about over the next 24 hours, just the kind of things that I think people should post about. I think you should right now post about your story or an aspect of your story. I know, Pam, every time we get to go on an adventure together, I hear another part of your story. And I love that. And share a part of your story. And I think a really powerful post. This is what I just was thinking about today. The words "what if." That's powerful to imagine a future. So what if this could be your life? What if you could have your kids just come and work out at Disney with you? What if? That's powerful. What if? And then I think you have to just be genuine. Nobody wants to feel like they're getting ad copy. I think I love your realness and authenticity, and your frankness and straight to the point. I think people, that's endearing. Be authentic. Talk about your story. There's posts that I think don't work. I think you never want to take a negative position, even if it's true. I see posts sometimes of, you're doing this, meanwhile you could be doing this. I think that's sometimes a negative position. And instead of this idea of, if life could be like this. And you're not just mass shouting it out to everybody. Imagine that when you're writing your post on Facebook, you're writing to just one person and you're sharing it on Facebook. Instead of like this megaphone, hey everybody, I'm just shouting it out to the world. Instead, just write these really, share your story. Talk about what if. I think that's really, really, really powerful to do that. And people relate to that. And so we try to share all those steps.
Let me ask you this. So could it be, what if I found a product that could do this? And you show your before and after. That's part of your story.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if you post, either from a health perspective, like that before and after, or from a financial, what if this, and this could happen? What if your dreams could come true? That was the biggest aha for me. It's like, wait, my dream board's done. I need a new dream board. Like, what if that? What if you found that product? What if you found that? Like, what if is, I always feel like when you're talking to people, if you can paint a picture of what the future could be like, that's powerful. I know some of the greatest communicators I've got to work with. You can be sitting in a room and they start to paint a picture of a vision of what the company can be like, what the world could be like, what your life could be like, and I just want to be a part of that. That's what Mark did for me when he walked around the office. He painted a picture. What if? And what if that's happening every day? So yeah, I think that's a really good post.
Okay, so let's do this. I'm brand new, and I really at this point, a lot of times when you join something like this, John Eric, people would never ask you what you make in your job, but they ask, what are you making with that works? And you might have started yesterday, which is an illogical question, but, I get it. They want to know. and or you've been in a month and you're just really getting started. And I think what I'm asking is, I'm brand new. Do I change my profile picture? Do I go all in? I mean, or should I daily start being consistent and thoughtful with each post? And what does that look like?
Right, exactly. So I think one of the mistakes that people make is they replace their profile picture, and all of a sudden they start trying to run their personal profile as a business, which is, number one, not going to ever be as effective, but number two, that actually can get you put in the Facebook jail, and people aren't going to respond to that, because if you get a friend request by a profile picture that has a product and you don't recognize that as a real person, that comes off as spammy. And if you say no and you don't know that person, it takes 5 of those and you get put in Facebook jail. So you have to be really, really careful. So you want to make it a profile of you, because while you are super excited about the greens and the wrap and this opportunity, you on Facebook, every person on the planet, you only get one Facebook profile per person. And so you are putting a picture of you. You are not changing your middle name to, Skinny Rock Girl 57. Like, it's you. And then this idea of consistency is so important. And we've been talking about it, about how if people will just learn to be consistent, and we want to try to help provide some of the tools for that and the encouragement for that they will be able to build with consistency. So it's important. Like, one of the things that we tell you right off the bat is, what I'm trying to do is take what we tell people to do offline and give what that online version is called. So, you talk about a hundreds list, where you're making a list of people that would love the product or love the opportunity. You can make a Facebook list. It's called a Facebook list. We show you how to do it. And you can put people into that list, so that when you're looking at Facebook, you can spend your time liking and commenting and spending more time relationally with those people. Now, I'm going to reveal something here that I have not talked to anybody, I haven't shown anybody this. It's actually a huge hack that I found today, and we've not put it in any training. You guys are going to hear it for the first time right here, because you're wondering, who should I contact? Who should I reach out first? So I want you to imagine this with me now. When you log into your Facebook page, I want you to think about that. And on the left-hand side, there's pictures of it says friend. And generally there's 9 pictures there. If you click on your friends, it shows you this long list of your friends. Well, I was thinking about it today. They're not in alphabetical order. They're not in order of when they became my friend. And I looked into it, and I found some research, and I was looking at some patterns. Do you know that list is ordered by the people that have the closest relationship with you? That is, either they've been recently online, they actually have been looking at your profile and you didn't know it. They've been looking at your pictures. You've liked their stuff. They've liked your stuff. This is huge. Facebook is basically taking all your friends and putting them in order of who statistically is following you and likes your stuff. That is insane. Because I think what happens is people go, I want to message people about the opportunity or a product, and they just start randomly picking people who come to their mind. Basically Facebook has just put everybody in order of who is looking at your stuff, who's commenting. That is insane. And it's a huge opportunity for everybody. For you to just say, hey, listen, I'm going to like and I'm going to comment, and I'm going to connect with people. I think we've all had those bad experiences that we've talked about, where I haven't seen somebody in high school in 11 years, and they message me and say, hey, how's it going? I'm like, hey, good, it's good to talk to you. And then all of a sudden, boom, it's a copy and paste, and you misspelled my name, or you left somebody else's name in there. That's not thoughtful. collecting with people and just simply being thoughtful is going to be huge. I know that we're going to continue to give a lot more tips and tools on things like that, but just how Facebook orders your friends list, that's a huge aha for me today. Because it's going to suggest to you.
I just looked at mine and went, ooh. That one girl I didn't recognize, I clicked on her, and she's from my hometown.
Okay, so guess what she's doing?
Yes.
She's watching.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You might not have messaged her, you might not chatted with her.
No, but I don't know who she is. Yeah.
But guess what?
Yeah.
She is So what Facebook is doing is, Facebook is putting her there, not because you're from the same hometown. That has nothing to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's Facebook is putting her there. Now, if you check in a week, she might not be here. But what Facebook is doing is saying, recently, she went to your profile, and she was basically stalking your pictures. Or you might have recently messaged her, but because you didn't, that's not it. Was it because you left comments back? No. So it has to be she, in that case, if you recognize her, it's because she's been looking at your profile or your pictures, as well as she's been interacting with maybe a mutual friend.
Okay.
So that is something where, so if you were going to say, now, who am I going to message in the next 24 hours about this amazing getting 4 extra wraps for this business builder kit, Facebook just gave you a person that you definitely should reach out to.
All right, let me ask you this. You know, we hear Facebook is dead. It's all about Instagram. More, it works. Has been in business 15 years. Blah blah blah. It's saturated. Can we make money? And we just found out last night from Mark on the Sunday call that 4 new people, John Eric, that have never been in the top 10 are going to be recognized as top 10. A part of that. 4 brand new that have never been. So, what kind of opportunity are we looking at here?
Well, when you look at how big social media is, Instagram is a great tool. And there's even some upcoming social media platforms, I think, in the next 18 months are going to be really, really great things for us. But if you take everybody that's on Instagram right now, and everybody that's on Twitter, and everybody that's on Pinterest, and everybody that's on Snapchat, you take all of those 4 platforms, there is 2.5 times more people logged into Facebook right now. You take Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, and Snapchat together, 2.5 times. There's 1.3 billion people on Facebook. 100 million, 1 billion log in every day. Every minute, there's 500,000 people that log into Facebook with their phone. Again, so that is the opportunity on social media is huge. If we just talk about the U.S., there's 11,000 people that turn 18 every day. So, I think it's a matter of this. It's a matter of mindset, and I think if there's anything that I've enjoyed about our adventure together is how much we talk about mindset and about fear or about why you're stalled but either you have an abundance mentality or a scarcity mentality. I see people in the same situation, in the same town, and one is saying everything's saturated, and one is saying this is the best opportunity in the world. And I think it has to do with mindset. I really do. It's how you view the world. The way I view the world, the way you view the world, is there has been no greater opportunity than today. There'll be other people that will just say, this whole internet thing isn't going to last much longer. So it's just how you want to view the world.
I view it this way too. We shop online. That's what we do. Amazon is proven that, and I look at Zappos, all these amazing companies that are online. It works global. We are online shoppers today. We got more online than we ever have. We're also social. We're very. No one can go anywhere without their phones. And you see them pulled out. First thing they look at in the morning, last thing they look at before they go to bed. They're probably dreaming about it every single night. So, our phones are, I had a great analogy. One of my friends said it, yeah, it's like in the Wild Wild West, it was their guns. And here it's our phones. So pull them out. And, that's our weapon of choice, really. And the fact that that's what we do all our business. We do all our business. We do all our communicating there more than we do actually verbally talking. So can someone, a stay-at-home mom that has a couple kiddos, she wants to continue to stay at home, can she spare time, part-time, work this business and make it profitable? Using her phone, being at home.
Yeah. And what's great is we don't have to talk about my professional social media opinion. We could give story after story of people who are doing it today, who did it today, who many of them, are promoting or are making it into the top 75 or are, absolutely. This is what is great is just so many of the changes that have happened in the last 18 months. I think sometimes what we'll do is we say, well, there's the traditional ways and then there's the online way. No, what I try to tell people is I think sometimes the best way to grow your online influence is even sometimes offline. If having a what we call a wrap party, and it's a great way to kick off your business. It's not do I do one at home or do I do it online? Well, there's some people that do both, but I think sometimes the best way to build that one at your home is to use social media, to use a Facebook event to invite people into that, to when you're at a trade show, to actually be able to get that contact information and use a tool that we show you, a social media tool that helps find their online profiles for you to connect with them.